Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you enjoy this video, and I also hope that you subscribe to my channel. So today what we're going to do is do the Kiara Sky Gelly tips. I'm going to show you how to apply the whole system without using an e-file or drill, so we'll be hand filing everything. So to get started, you want to make sure you have cuticle nippers, a cuticle pusher, and a 100-180 grip file. If your file is new, make sure you score the edges, and this is really important to score every piece of this of the edges, because you don't want to cut yourself. These files are really sharp and you will cut yourself. So start by pushing back your cuticles, and this is sped up so it looks like I'm doing it a little bit rougher than I am, but I'm not. So be gentle when you push back your cuticles. Then you want to take your file and essentially push back your cuticles as well, but you're scraping up any dead skin that might be on your nail plate. And this also helps push back the cuticles. But again, you want to be very gentle. You don't want to do this too rough. And then you also, after you have gotten the skin off your nail plate, you just want to etch the surface of your nail. Take the shine off, but again, be gentle. So after you've done that, just take a look at your cuticle area and see if there's like any dead skin. Just make sure you've gotten everything off your skin. If you haven't with the file, then you can use the opposite end of the cuticle pusher if yours has it, just to assist you to get up the rest of that dead skin. So there's a little piece of skin that I need to clip off with the cuticle clippers, and these aren't my sharpest cuticle clippers. I should have used my other pair, but you want to make sure that you're not cutting yourself. And if you feel anything like any pain, then you're actually cutting skin that's not dead. So this should not hurt at all. You should not feel anything. You might feel the pressure of the cuticle touching you, the cuticle clipper touching you, but you shouldn't feel any type of pain. So after that's done, I'm going to go ahead and just get the rest of the dust off the nail and then start my application. So you want to pick out your sizes, and for me, these don't necessarily fit my cuticle area, which is fine. And you want to, but what you want to make sure is that it covers your nail side to side, and that it's not overhanging and pushing on the skin. So just make sure that if any natural nail you have free edge, like your nail tip, that's the free edge, make sure that's covered side to side. If it doesn't fit your cuticle area perfectly, you can file it, or you can just place the nail tip a little bit above and then blend that out with the file later. So the most important thing is that it fits, it's not too big or too small, that it fits sidewall to sidewall. And again, you can file if you need to perfect the shape of the tips. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do one nail at a time and just explain it each time that I do it. So this system has the prep, which is a dehydrator, and it also has a primer. So you want to go in with your first coat of prep, and that's just going to take off any oils that's on the natural nail. The second thing that you want to do is go in with your primer. You're just going to go in with a thin coat. This is going to help everything adhere, but you want to make sure you don't get any on your cuticle or your sidewalls. And this step that I'm going to do next, I normally do it with my e-file, but we're not doing an e-file. So I'm just going to take the primer, take a good amount of primer, and just brush that into the tip. Brush it into the tip because you need adherence. Because I'm not etching it, I need that extra primer to adhere. And I just brush it and keep brushing it until I could feel it start to get a little bit sticky. I will show you this again, so don't worry. So now, after I have applied my primer to my natural nail, I'm going to apply step number 3, which is the builder gel, and I'm going to cure that in the light for 30 seconds. Make sure you're avoiding your cuticles and your sidewalls. Then you take that same builder gel and place it inside the tip. You can do this one or two ways. I like my way better. I just put it on. I don't worry about if there's excess builder gel, what have you, because I'm going to add builder gel to add strength to this nail, and we will touch on that later. So place the builder gel in the tip, and then just press that onto your nail. You can see there is a little bit of the gel that's spilled out, and that is on my skin. So you want to use an orange wood stick, use your cuticle, what's that thing called? Your cuticle pusher, the sharp side, to kind of remove that, but be careful not to cut your skin. And then I'm going to flash cure that for 15 seconds. And once I'm flash curing it just to kind of get the tip in place. Then I'm looking underneath the nail to make sure there's no gaps between my natural nail and the tip. If there are, I want to make sure that the builder gel that I just put underneath there fills that gap. And then I'm going to put builder gel on the entire tip. I'm curing that for a minute. Then I'm going in with the top coat. So you want to, after you've cured everything, if there's anything that got on your skin, just kind of pull your skin back. If it hurts, just leave it. But go ahead and just remove that with the cuticle nippers. I normally would do this with an e-file, but because we're not using an e-file, I don't want to do it with the hand file. So let's go through the steps again. I'm doing my prep. That's going to dehydrate the nails. Then I'm going to put 1 coat of primer. That's going to help everything adhere. I'm going to apply the primer to the inside of the tip, and I'm just going to brush that out till it gets a little sticky because I need the builder gel to adhere. Builder gel does not adhere to smooth surfaces. That's why you have to etch the surface of everything. But I have seen a video of someone doing this with primer, so I'm testing it out. And I actually still have these nails on. I did this video about a week ago, and I don't have any issues with lifting. So instead of etching, you can use the primer that way. So I applied a thin coat of the builder gel to my natural nail, and I cured that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going in and applying the builder gel to the tip. And the reason I apply the builder gel to the whole tip underneath is because of the length of these nails. The length of these nails, the longer your nails are, the more strength you need to build. And so I just apply an extra layer underneath just for added strength to the nail. So once I apply that to my nail and I flash cure it for 15 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and look underneath the nail again. And if there's any gaps, when I'm adding that builder gel underneath for the added strength, I'm going to make sure there's no gaps between my natural nail and the gel. If there are gaps, you will get water in there, you will get fungus, your nail will rot off. Just kidding, your nail probably won't rot off, but you want to make sure there's no gaps. So I cure that, and then I go in with a top coat so that it's not still sticky. So builder gel, it's going to have a sticky surface when it comes out of the lamp. The top coat will not have a sticky surface. So I'm going to show you one more nail, and then we're going to get into the filing. So again, put your prep, then put your primer. So dehydrator, primer. Use the primer on the inside of the nail, and then just kind of keep brushing it until it starts to kind of get sticky. And then on your natural nail, apply a thin, even coat of that builder gel, avoiding your skin and your sidewalls and your cuticle. Your sidewalls is the side of your nail, the skin on the side of your nail, so avoid that area. Cure that for 30 seconds, and then go in with the builder gel inside the tip and place that on your finger. Anything that gets on your skin, just try and get it off before you cure it. And again, if it doesn't fit that cuticle area perfectly, you could either file it or just place it a little bit higher up on the nail. And then, so after you cure that for 60 seconds, look underneath. After you flash cured that, look underneath the nail, make sure there's no gaps. And then just go ahead and add a layer of the builder gel, cure that for 60 seconds, and then go in and add a layer of the top coat. So let's get into the filing. I am just going to start filing on the side walls, just making sure that that is straight. Essentially, what you want to do with your file is make sure that there's nothing on the skin, and you want to make sure that perimeter is smooth. You can, I guess, kind of call it sealing the area, but you just want to make sure that if you like touch something, it's not snagging. So you want to make sure that whole perimeter of the nail is smooth. That's why it's important to make sure that you score that file in the beginning, because these files are very sharp and you're getting very close to your skin. This is sped up, so it looks like I'm going a lot faster than I am. But just really take your time with this. File, take the dust off, and just look at the nail. If there's a lot of dust on the nail, you won't be able to really see how well you filed or where you still need to file. So just go around the perimeter and take your time and just make sure that that area is smooth and it's not, there's no part of the nail hanging over, touching your skin or anything like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but I hope that that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, leave me a comment down below. I'll try and explain it in a different way. But that's pretty much it. So after you've done that and you think you've got your cuticle area the way you like it, then just etch the surface of the rest of the nail, buff it out, and then you're ready to apply whatever polish you want to apply. For me, I still don't feel like these nails have a lot of strength. I know some people are okay with the nails just like this, not adding any additional strength, and that's fine. It's a matter of preference and a matter of lifestyle, what you're going to do throughout the day. So you are fine to just buff out the nail at this point after you've done your filing and your buffing, and add your nail polish or whatever you want to add. Just make sure that you clean off all the dust. You can brush it all off, and then just go in, maybe just go wash your hands with soap and water or clean everything with alcohol. It's really up to you. But just before you move on to decorating your nail, just make sure you get all that dust off. I'm not showing that in this video just because I'm adding additional, I'm actually going to add acrylic on top of these. But I did have a subscriber ask me if you could apply this system without using an e-file, and I told her that you could, and I told her I would do a video. So this is for you. I don't know if you want me to say your name in the video, so that's the only reason I'm not saying your name. But you definitely can apply this system with just using the hand file. You just have to take a little bit more care and a little bit more time, making sure that that cuticle area and the side walls are clean. And if you take your time with application, the better you apply it initially, the less filing you have to do. So generally I do use an e-file for that cuticle area with a bit. So I'm just looking at the nails from different angles, dusting them off, and then just keep going back in with the file if something doesn't look right. And that's kind of just what you have to do. You might have to go in a couple times and like, okay, this looked good at first. Okay, no, let me go in and get this little piece right here that isn't blended in. So that's how the nails look. And for me, these nails are a little thin. They're a little flat just to wear them as is. Some people like them like that, and that's fine. But for me, I want to add a little bit more structure to the nail, and so that's what I'm going to do. However, you don't have to do that. You can just move on from here, clean off the nail, and go ahead and apply your color. So I hope that I've explained everything. I tried to be as straightforward about it as possible and just keep it as simple as possible. But if there's still questions, definitely let me know in the comments below. Also, please make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see everybody back again soon for another video. Thank you so much for watching.